Can I be honest with you about something that nobody in your life is going to say to your face? You are not tired. You are not unmotivated. You are not lazy. You are waiting. You are waiting for a feeling that was never coming in the first place. And while you wait, the life that you want is being built, but it's not being built by you. Hi, my name is Blossom, and I'm here to make sure that you never settle for a life that is less than the life that you deserve. Today we're going to have a real conversation about momentum and about the biggest lie that your brain tells you on a daily basis. The lie that goes, oh, I'll do it when I feel like it. Spoiler, that feeling is not a requisite, it is a reward. And today I'm going to show you exactly why and exactly how to stop letting your mood run your life. Let's go. Chapter 1. Okay, I need to dismantle something that has been living in your head and it has overstayed its welcome. And that is that we have been sold this idea by movies, by social media, by every montage of a woman waking up at 5 a.m. suddenly transformed. That motivation is something you feel first. That one day you're going to wake up and the fog is going to lift and you're going to be so ready, you're going to be so clear, you're going to be so energized that the work will just flow out of you effortlessly. And we keep waiting for that day. But that day is not coming. Babe, the truth is that, and this is not, me being harsh or something, this is neuroscience. Motivation follows action, it does not precede it. There has been research on behavioral activation in cognitive psychology that has been saying this for decades. The brain does not get fired up and then move. The brain moves and then gets fired up, which means every single time that you have said, oh, I'm just not in the mood right now, you have been waiting for something that could only have been created by the very thing you were avoiding. You were waiting for a door to open that only unlocks from the inside. Now, chapter 2. I want to give both sides here because I think it is very important. Sometimes, genuinely, you need rest. Sometimes your body is just exhausted. Your nervous system is fried and pushing through is not discipline, it's damage. And burnout is real. For women especially, we have been socialized to override our bodies constantly, to push and perform and to produce regardless of what we actually need. And I will never tell you to grind yourself into the ground in the name of ambition. That is not what this is about. But there is a very specific feeling, and I know you know exactly what I'm talking about, that is not exhaustion in any way. It is not burnout. It is that low-grade, restless, doom-scrolling 2 p.m. energy where you have something to do. You should be doing it. Your chest is slightly tight about it, and you are doing literally everything except it. That is not you being tired. That is resistance. And resistance and rest are not the same thing. Resistance is fear in a way that is pretending to be self-care. It is your brain which is wired to protect you from discomfort, creating every possible reason for you to stay exactly where you are, because where you are is known, is safe, is comfortable, and your goals, they live in uncomfortable, unknown territory. So your brain, bless it, is trying to keep you alive by keeping you still. The problem is you don't just want to feel alive, you want to thrive. And those things need completely different instructions. Now let's go to chapter 3. And this is very important. This is physics. I want you to think about a car that has been parked for months. It takes significantly more fuel, it takes more engine effort to get it moving from a complete stop than it does to keep it moving once it's already in motion. This is not a metaphor, this is literally how kinetic energy works. You are that car. The hardest part is always starting, not the middle, not the end. It's usually the beginning, that first 5 minutes where everything in you is screaming to stop, to do it later, to make a cup of tea first, and then start, that resistance you feel at the very beginning, that is the activation energy. And once you push through it, even just 5 minutes through it, something in your brain will click. Because what is happening neurologically is that when you take action, your brain releases dopamine, not a flood of it, just like a small hit, but enough to make the next step feel slightly more doable. And then you take that step, and then you get another hit, and suddenly, and this is the part that genuinely shocks people when they experience it, you are in it. You are doing the thing, your mood arrives, the mood will come, not before you started, but because you started. And action will now build momentum over and over and over. You keep doing the thing, you keep doing the thing, you keep doing the thing, and eventually doing the thing will become who you are, not something you have to fight yourself to do. There was a doctor at Stanford who spent years researching behavioral change, and he found that tiny actions, when done consistently, are what actually rewire identity. Not the big dramatic overhauls, the small repeated choices, the 5 minutes you showed up for when you really didn't want to. That is where your transformation actually lives. Now, let's go to chapter 4. This is the part that makes me genuinely mad on your behalf. When you don't act because you are waiting to feel like it, the mood does not just stay neutral, it gets worse. Because, you have the original task, plus the guilt of not doing it, plus the anxiety of it looming over the quiet creeping belief that maybe you are someone who just doesn't follow through. And that belief, that is the most dangerous thing in the entire conversation. Because you start building an identity around, I'm someone who talks about things but doesn't do them. That identity will now become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you don't just procrastinate the task, you start procrastinating your life, your business idea, your application, your first step towards the version of yourself that you've been dreaming about. The spiral is don't act, feel worse. It feels even harder to act. You don't act, you feel worse. Then you continue around and around. And the only exit from that spiral, the only one, is an action. Any action, 5 minutes of it, just enough to remind your brain that, I am someone who does things, because you are. I genuinely believe that you are watching this video, which means something in you is fighting for yourself. You need to honor that. You need to give it 5 minutes. Now let's go to chapter 5, which is how to actually apply this into becoming the highest and best version of yourself. It's time for practical, because I refuse to leave you hyped with nothing to hold on to. So your first step, catch the lie in real time. The next time you hear yourself say something like, I'm not in the mood, or I'll do this when I feel more motivated, you need to pause and you need to ask yourself honestly, is this genuinely exhaustion, or is this the resistance? You know the difference. You need to be honest. If it is resistance, you name it out loud. This is resistance. And when you name it, it strips it of its power. And then step 2 is to shrink the entry point. You don't have to do the whole thing. You never have to do the whole thing at the start. Just do the first 5 minutes. Seriously, set a timer, 5 minutes, that is it. Your only job is to start. What happens after the timer goes off is usually a bonus. And then step 3 is to break it into embarrassingly small pieces. I do this religiously. A 1 hour task, I'll do it 10 minutes a day for 6 days. That's still 1 hour. That is still done. And every one of those 10-minute session usually builds the momentum that makes the next one easier. You're not being lazy, you're being strategic about how you work with your brain instead of against it. And then step 4 is to move your body before you start. This one is underrated. If your mood is genuinely low and you need a reset, you need to stand up, to walk around, do 10 jumping jacks, something that gets your blood moving. There's research that shows that even brief physical movement increases your dopamine and your norepinephrine, which directly impact your ability to focus and to feel motivated. Your body is the on switch for your brain, literally. And then step 5 is for you to stop watching or rewarding yourself for not starting. Scrolling, watching, lying in bed, thinking about it. These feel like rest, but they are not. They are avoidance with Real rest is intentional. Real rest restores you. If you finish doing something and then rest, that is earned and beautiful. But using rest as a reason to never begin, that is the cycle that is keeping you stuck. Be honest with yourself about which one you are doing. Then step 6, celebrate every step, not every finish. This is huge. We are so fixated on results that we forget where we are, where everything begins. Every time you do the thing when you didn't feel like it, that is worth acknowledging. It's a parade, but a quiet, I did that because you are building evidence day by day that you are a woman who shows up for herself, and that evidence will compound into an identity, and that identity will become your life. Step 7, protect your momentum fiercely. Once you are moving, stay moving. The second day is usually easier than the first. The third day is usually easier than the second. Don't let a bad mood or a bad day become a bad week. Miss once, fine. Miss twice, that's a pattern. You need to catch it before it catches you. I want to leave you with this. The version of you that you keep imagining, the one who's disciplined, who is building the thing and is living the life. She's not a different person with a different life or with better circumstances. She is you. On the days you showed up anyways, she is you at 70% energy, doing it imperfectly. She is you fighting the resistance and doing 5 minutes. She is you choosing over and over and over to be someone who acts instead of someone who waits. Your mood is not your boss, you are. And every time you pick up that phone to start, open that laptop, lace up those shoes, when everything is you said no, you are casting a vote for the woman you are becoming. Cast them a vote, she will show up, I promise. Now go do that thing. I'll see you in the next one. Drop it in the comments. What is that one thing that you're going to do today? Not tomorrow, not when you feel like it today. Let's hold each other accountable. And if this video helped you, share it with a girl. You need to hear it. She's waiting for her sign, and this